Hi folks, Sonia Ashe here from Ashe Design. Today I want to show you how to use our fire overlays. So I've got a football player open here and I want to put some fire on his arms. You'll notice in another window I've got one fire overlay and a second one here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to add these. So I've got my move tool selected here. I'm going to click on the fire. I'm going to drag it over to my football player. Let it drop onto the canvas. The next thing I want to do is I want to make sure that I set this to screen mode. And that will allow the football player to actually show through. Now we want to transform it and sort of get it into position. So Control T on your keyboard. Now you'll notice how my cursor changes to a rotation tool when I'm anywhere near the corners. So let's go ahead and let's rotate that. And now I want to make it a little bit smaller. So I'm going to hold down my Shift key while I grab one of the corners, any of the four corners. You can just bring those down and kind of get that into place. Well, actually looks pretty good there. And now the final step for this, if we go ahead and we right click again, we can bring up our warp tool. Now this is actually kind of cool because what we can do is we can sort of contour this fire to his arm. So let's maybe bring this down a little, maybe drag that up somewhat. And this will all be very subjective to your image, but it lets you just sort of warp this right to your image. Actually kind of like that right there. So once you're done, just hit enter on your keyboard. And there you go. Then you can sort of move that into place. So there's our first one. Now let's go ahead over and let's grab that second fire overlay. Again, we're going to click on it. We're going to drag it up to our football player tab. Drop it on the canvas. We're going to set this to screen mode. And so we're going to try and contour this to the right arm. So Control T on your keyboard. I'm going to right click again here because I think we should flip this horizontally, just by the way the flame is going. And now, again, we can go ahead and rotate. Let's move it up just a little. Hold down our Shift key. And sort of size that down to where we think it matches. That looks pretty good there. And again, right click, choose your warp, and you can warp this so that it matches, again, to your liking. I think it's good to keep some of the flames in the black there, so you want to make sure you don't have too much on the arms. We'll hit enter on the keyboard to apply that, and there you go. Now we've taken two flames and we've sort of contoured them to both arms, and that's how we use our fire overlays.